morning, y'all. You are rocking with the Loc'd N Loaded RN. If you're new to my channel, bienvenidos. If you want some subscribers, welcome back. For one of the nurses that works with us, the guy is late, and we're trying to call her before she calls the office, looking for us since we're. So that's why I'm looking around so that I could be like, he's not here yet. Go back in your car. Y'all know I'm normally late everywhere, but I was the first person here today. Shout out to me. I'm not going to stay on long. I'm probably going to stay on for like 20 minutes. I don't know how the nurse looks or what she's driving, so everybody that gets out, I'm like, Maria? Maria, is that you? Okay, we see an SUV coming in. Maybe this is her. Nope, they went in the handicap spot. Well, maybe it could still be her. I don't think that's her. I don't want to just scream out, Maria? I already ran into the store behind this lady like, you're not Maria by chance. I'm about to get in trouble for harassing people. This guy got me doing his dirty work. This is a man, so that's not Maria. I feel like I'm also starting to like stereotype. I'm like, her last name is like a Spanish last name, so I'm doing process of elimination looking for her. I'm like, she don't look like no Maria. That's a couple, so that's not her. I feel like, you know, when you stake out and you stalking somebody. Hi, Liam. How are you? I'm supposed to be working, but the guy that, you know, is like our boss, he's late. He's coming late. He woke up late, and he's coming from Rhode Island. So there's another nurse that's coming. Hi, Roblox legend. I'm doing good. How are you? So my job is to catch her because she's going to go in and look for us. And when she doesn't see it, she's going to call the main office, which is in California. Then they're going to know that he's not here yet. Then they're going to know that the event didn't start on time. So my job is to catch her and be like, oh, he's not here yet. Wait in the car. But I don't see her. So I got to keep my head on swivel because she could pull up from any side. And then when she pulls up, she's going to be looking for us. The one time that I'm actually early. I can't complain. I can't complain. Just living the dream. Back to work. Back to work. I was on live last night and I started a little dating session to try to hook up somebody. And then they copyrighted my video because I had living single on. So they copyrighted it and blocked the video. I was like, dang. That was fun though. I got into my Kendra G bag and was trying to hook somebody up. So what are you doing today? Happy Tuesday. What are you up to? You at work or you at school? What are you doing? Like my camera. I don't think Maria's coming because if she was here, we're supposed to start at 11. So Maria's not here. She's probably not going to be here, which means I'm going to be the only nurse working today. Y'all know that today is mental health. I think it's mental health awareness for men. Well, this month is mental health awareness for men, if I'm right. Or it might be men's health. That's what it might be. June is men's health awareness. You don't know what I come to realize? Like, I remember back in the days, they used to talk about women that have daddy issues and how bad it is. Hi, Sawyer. I remember they used to talk about women that have daddy issues and how damaged they are. And that is true. I understand. But you know what people don't talk about often? Men that have mommy issues. Those men, the men that have mommy issues, I think they hate women. And it's weird because they love their mom, but they have an underlying anger or disappointment. And because of that, no matter what you do, it's not good enough. When I tell you, they dog you. If you've ever experienced being with a man that didn't have a great relationship with his mom, maybe she didn't raise him, maybe she was on drugs or something when he was younger, them men, you can give them a body part and it won't do. It won't do. Like, anyways, I bring that up because I know people are like, what are you talking about? I bring it up because a lot of times men don't address that and they end up having issues in their relationships or even in their relationships with their kids. And so when they talk about men health, part of that, hey, my girl is on. How are you? You know, part of that is dealing with that, going to therapy about it. I think a lot of times, a lot of the mental health issues caused in men is trauma that they don't get to address because they're men. So they're supposed to be invincible and strong and unbothered. Where I think as a female, we get a chance to actually be soft. I'm doing good. What are you doing today? Like, as a female, if God forbid a female was to experience being violated by a man, you know, sexually, whatever, everybody will feel for her. Everybody will be like, oh, I'm so sorry that happened to you. But men or like little boys, they got to eat it. Because if they say it, people are going to be like, oh, you must have wanted it. You must have, you know? So I think like those things, they sit and they fester and they turn into a lot of mental health issues that is displayed in their relationships and in their parenting. I don't know. It's crazy. Oh, you having tea? Oh, it's 4:30 in the UK. Okay. Right now it's 11:30. It's 11:30. I'm supposed to be working, but the guy that's coming from Rhode Island, he woke up late, so he's going to get here late. Like one of my patient's son, he like parents his nieces and nephews. And so I was like, oh, I admire how you parent, because the child listens to him more than the child listens to his actual father. So I was asking him, I said, well, do you have any kids? Oh, where are you at, Sawyer? So I was asking the person, I said, it's funny because I'm living in the future. True. Yep. You are. So I asked the guy, I said, do you have any children? And he said, yeah. I think he had like 6 children. Oh, Oklahoma. Okay. And then he said he had his first child when he was like 13 years old. And I was like, 13? I couldn't even imagine. Like, I have nieces and nephews. I couldn't even imagine them parenting somebody at 13. And I was like, how did that happen? And he was telling me that in Puerto Rico, his teacher liked him and began a relationship with him. And she ended up getting pregnant, having a baby, leaving the baby with him, and moving somewhere else so that I guess she wouldn't get in trouble. And so his mom essentially ended up raising the child for him. But he was saying that, it messed him up mentally a lot because he was a kid. He was 13 years old. And this grown woman had a relationship with him and then just picked up and left and dumped the baby on him because she was embarrassed. And I was like, I bet this lady never spent one day in prison. Why? Because she's a woman. And the expectation is, as a boy, he was supposed to be like, yeah, boy, you got the teacher. And that's how it's supposed to be. And if it was the other way around, that it was a male teacher that did that to a 13-year-old girl, it would have been an uproar. But because it was a little boy, nothing happened. She just ran away, never had a relationship with the child. His mother parented the child for him. He went on and had a bunch of kids. Don't do anything else. Y'all know it's always gonna overheat when I go on live. I swear my phone loves to embarrass me. As soon as I go on live, it's like overheated. It's crazy. Yeah, but that was so disgusting. And then when I tell you I felt so bad for the guy, because I don't know. Again, you could see that it affected him. I can't remember how many kids he said he went on to have. It was like a lot. And you got to sit and wonder if that, of course, had a part to do with it, being introduced to something that he's not even ready for. I look at my nieces and my nephews, they're like, one of them is like 15. I can't even picture them be a parent at 15, let alone 13. They don't even know how to parent themselves, govern themselves, let alone be somebody's mom or dad. It's just crazy. Then the next thing, too, is you have a lot of young men that have been in prison. And granted, yeah, if you do something wrong, you should, go to prison. But when they come out, they're not the same. And a lot of times, for some of the women that wait for them to get out of prison, they don't realize that who they're getting when they're coming out of prison isn't the same person that went in. They're going to change in some aspect, realistically. And I think even that, like a lot of trauma and mental health issues comes from that as well. Wow, she had her first child at 11. Oh my goodness. How old was the dad? Do you know? I mean, one thing is kids doing something inappropriate because people aren't watching them. Another thing is an adult. It's just so disgusting. It's so disgusting. But unfortunately, you have a lot of men that have had things, or boys that had things happen to them. Like, I think sometimes people are protective of little girls, but they're not protective of little boys. And because people aren't expecting, like with a little girl, people can say, let's say a guy can say, oh, she could get pregnant. But for a little boy, they feel like, oh, I don't gotta worry. So there's a lot of times this boys are exposed to things even more than girls are. And it's so unfortunate. I believe that you gotta protect everybody, protect boys, protect girls. Because again, I think a lot of that stuff, like I was watching a documentary once, and it was talking about how some of these psychiatric issues that you see people have aren't even stuff that run in their family. Some of it is genetics. Like, my mom was a schizophrenic, so I'm gonna end up being a schizophrenic. Sometimes it's genetics, but other times it's traumatic situations that you go through, and especially if you don't get to address them, that end up causing psychosis and causing mental health things. Like people go through a trauma that they just are pushed to like just get over. So when we're talking about Maria, I don't know if that's her. This lady has on scrubs. Maybe I should get out the car. I'm so lazy. All I had for them was a screen. That might be her though, because she had on gray scrubs. Hold on. I got one job, so I might as well do it. Let's see, it's her. She had on gray scrubs. She's supposed to have on black scrubs. Oh wow, your parents are divorced after 22 years. I'm sorry to hear that. That's a long time to be together for it to not work. Let's see if that's her. I feel like I keep going into the store. They're gonna think I'm in here to steal because I keep coming in here to walk around to see if it's the person or not. We're supposed to be working here. I'm looking to see if a nurse came in to work with us. We're working with Project Health.
You probably have to check the pharmacy.
Yes. Oh my goodness, he just said he's 36 minutes away. I thought he said he was gonna get here at 11:40. Oh no. This person's at the pharmacy. I feel like I'm a creep. Like I keep running, chasing people, trying to find a nurse that's supposed to be coming, which I doubt she's coming, because it was supposed to start at 11, so she should have been here. It's 11:40, and she's still not here. So more than likely, she's not coming. She said, "Hi, how are you?" Good. He said most of your friends are male and they're quite responsible, but honestly, I love them. They have protected me and my female friends before, so I'm glad to have met them. That's really nice. My dad is a nurse, and when he was gone, my mom cheated on my dad. Wow. I'm sorry to hear that. You know, I saw this video that said this guy, he didn't want the nurse because he said that nurses are known for being cheaters. Look at how this person parked, y'all. People in Connecticut can't park for nothing. Look at this. They done parked and they're gone. They're crooked in the spot. They're all the way out. They can't park for nothing. Yeah, but the guy was like, it was like one of them little dating shows where you get to say yes or no if you want the person. And the person was like, no, I don't want her because she's a nurse. And they were like, okay. And I was like, they just have a reputation of being cheaters. I was like, nurses are cheaters? I don't know. I know that there's a lot of these shows where they show, all of these relationships that take place in the hospital with the doctors and the nurses and all of this. I ain't never lived that life. Never lived that life. And then all these people were commenting underneath it saying, oh, yeah, such and such is a nurse and they be doing this, this, and that. Oh, I know somebody that was a nurse and I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'm on the wrong side of the hospital or the wrong side of the medical field. Cause I ain't never did nothing exciting at work except work. Even when I joke and say I got a work husband, is because he buys me chips. That's it. His wife comes in, hey, how you doing? We laugh, we talk. I've never done anything inappropriate with somebody from work. I just think you don't. There's a saying that says you don't crap where you eat. So I couldn't imagine going to work to mess with somebody that you work with. Then y'all fall out, and now you still got to go to work there. You still got to see this person. He works in the ICU. Oh, I used to work in the ICU. Wow. Well, I'm sure that he'll find someone else, and life goes on. Unfortunately, I know it's easier said than done, but I know it's hard being with a nurse because they work long hours. I get it. They're going for 12 hours, 12 and a half hours at a time. When they come home, they're tired. Okay, yes, go study. Good job. I'm proud of you. Yes, go study. I'm just here rambling. I'm not saying anything important, so go study. Wow, you've been out of school since May 15th? Wow. We're not even done with school in here. I think school finishes next week. Bye. I thought the guy said he was gonna be here by 11:40. Now he said he's like 30 minutes out. I'm sitting here. Well, I guess I'm getting paid, so I can't complain. Getting paid to sit here. That's not a bad deal. But I could have been doing something else. I tell you that. I was in the store. I left the store early to come. I feel like I got so much to do this week, and I have limited time to do it. Like I feel every week. Yep, exactly. I get to sit in my car, talk to y'all, and wait for him to reach, and I still get paid all my hours. So that's not, and I'm actually getting paid double because my other job, I was supposed to work today, and they forgot to schedule me. But I still get paid for my patients regardless. So I got paid from the other job that I didn't go to work with. I'm sitting here trying to work this one, but the guy's late, so I'm gonna get paid all these hours. So I really can't complain. Today is an easy going day. As long as I get paid, I don't mind. As long as I get paid. I'm getting a little hungry though. There was a guy that signed on like, and he said, well, first he was saying he wanted to be with me, and I was like, well, I'm married to Jesus Christ, so I'm out of it. I said, but maybe we can find you a woman up here that is available. So I said, so tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll go from there. So then he said he's looking for a lady to cook, clean, do laundry, everything. And I said, well, does she have to help pay the bills? He said, yeah, 50-50. I said, but are you going to help her do the stuff in the house? He said, if she's not feeling good or she's tired, then I can help. I said, sir, I don't think anyone is going to respond that they're interested in that deal. But maybe, I mean, it's the world. So maybe. I hated working night shifts. I used to get so tired. I used to sleep from 3 to 4 o'clock every time when I worked night shift. That used to be my hour. I used to get my blanket, get my pillow, and go into an empty room and sleep in the little recliner from 3 to 4 a.m. And then wake up and start putting my water pitchers together for the nurses to have fresh water to give their meds and all of that. Maria's not coming. I'm giving up on that. Oh, this might be her right here. Maria? Maria? Are you Maria? Hi. Yeah, JJ's on his way. He's not here yet.
So I drove and speeded. I speeded over here from New Grand. Okay, so I'm not late.
No, this never happened.
Oh no, Nancy called me. She's like,
Oh,
"Are you ever gonna get there?" I'm like, "I didn't even get a remind from you." Like,
oh. She know we sent something out like on a Monday. Well,
no,
maybe she didn't send it to you.
no, she did not. And I'm like, okay, so she didn't receive my paperwork, so I'm just waiting for her.
Yeah.
Looking confident.
Look, and then meanwhile, everybody that pull up, I'm like, Maria, Maria, Maria. Then I finally saw black scrubs. I said, oh, this is Maria. Yeah, he's coming. He said so. Take a deep breath. No problem. But don't tell Nancy. But unless Nancy calls you, I guess don't tell her though that he's not here yet. I don't know if she knows that. Okay, I found her. I did my job. I gotta get my nails done, but I'm trying to hold out to closer to Monday. I'm gonna have them take the gel off, cut my nails down, and just put regular gel nail polish over my nails. So I'm trying to hold out, but my hands look so crazy right now. Because when you get regular gel nail polish, it chips sometimes, especially when your nails are soft from having like the gel overlay. Your nails are really like brittle. So I don't want to run get them done and then they, crack or break. But my hands look so crazy. I can't wait to get them done. That's good that he's able to sleep. When I used to work night shift, I couldn't sleep when I got off. That's why I stopped working it. I wouldn't be tired until 5 p.m. and by then it'll be time to go back to work. Because I used to work 7 p.m. to 7:30 a.m. So that used to be very, tiring. I really took it because I wanted to go to school. So I was like, oh, this is perfect. I will go to work at night, go to school during the day, but I find myself doing this. I was like, this quality of life is not great. I'm so ready to get this day over with, to be honest. He's gonna get here like 12 something. Hold on, let me text him. Hold on. Watch him end up calling me. Whenever I'm on live, somebody calls me. Today's gonna be a bus. He's gonna get here like 12. By the time we set up, maybe 12.